We want to enter nice and quietly. Make sure we're keeping a row in the middle. Okay. Welcome to Palmer River Elementary School's very first Veterans Day tribute. We appreciate you coming to join us today for this special event, and we are very grateful to be able to have this type of event again and wholeheartedly welcome members of our community back to the school and celebrate. I would like to point out our emergency exits to everyone in attendance. There's an exit that everybody entered into today, and there are also 2 exits that are behind me on either side. In the event that a fire alarm sounds, families, guardians, and guests in attendance, please exit, and teachers will collect children and evacuate, okay? I would also like to ask that those in attendance do not live stream this event due to the strength of the Wi-Fi in the gymnasium. Feel free to take photos and videos and share with family and friends after the program ends, but I ask that you refrain from live streaming during the event. We have someone doing that for us. For viewers at home, if there are technical issues with the live stream, please know that we will continue filming and share a link for families after the event happens. I'm very proud of our students and staff who have done a wonderful job preparing for the tribute today. I'm a daughter, a niece, and a granddaughter of veterans, and this event is near and dear to my heart. Last month I learned that there are approximately 800 veterans living in Rehoboth. That's almost 7% of the residents in our town. Thanks to Mr. Kramer. Mr. Kramer, are you here? Yay! Yeah, I'll invite you to come on up. Just a few weeks ago, I attended military services for a family member, and I heard a poem that I felt compelled to share today. It is the veteran, not the preacher, that has given us the freedom of religion. It is the veteran, not the reporter, that has given us freedom of the press. It is the veteran, not the poet, that has given us freedom of speech. It is the veteran, not the campus organizer, that has given us freedom to assemble. It is the veteran, not the lawyer, that has given us the right to a fair trial. It is the veteran, not the politician, who has given us the right to vote. We can all agree that we are here today because of our veterans. So without further delay, I will turn the presentation over to our 4th grade student council.
We would like to welcome you all to Palmer Rivers Elementary School's Veterans Day Tribute. Every team in our school has come up with a way to pay tribute to our veterans and will be sharing today. We hope you enjoy our presentation. Thank you to the students and staff from the South Coast Collaborative who passed out copies to the veterans as they entered the gymnasium for today's presentation. Thank you to our art teacher, Ms. Bullier, who worked with our students to create the beautiful and patriotic artwork that is displayed on our gymnasium walls. Ms. Grant, our music teacher, worked with all of our students to teach them patriotic songs that you will see performed today. Also, thank you to Mr. Kay, our TV teacher, who provided us with the gymnasium space to hold practices in this program today. We would also like to recognize our 4th grade student council members who will be introducing each of their presentations today. All of the students seated here are members of the 4th grade student council. Welcome to several members of Beckwood Middle School's chorus and band who are joining us today to kick off our tribute. They're performing our national anthem, followed by Taps, the Star-Spangled Banner by Francis Scott Key. Please stand for our national anthem and please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance read by our 4th grade morning announcer. song, Three Cheers for the Red, White, and Blue by We Sing. Please stand, kindergarten students.
So many kids at one time, more than I've seen in the military, in the battalion. Holy moly, and you're all about the same size. The military moved me out here in 2008 to the Attleboro Reserve Center, and I got medical out of the military in 2015. And in 2015, a job opening came up with the town of Rehoboth for a veteran agent, and I took advantage of it. And I reactivated myself with the American Legion, so I've gotten very involved ever since coming back out. With the town of Rehoboth, I'm the Director of Veteran Services, and there are a lot of number of services that we do for the community, for our outstanding veterans here. And one of my veterans is a veteran driver, the one in the light blue shirt, Gary Zimmer. He's one of my outstanding drivers who take the veterans over to either the VA hospital or up to West Roxbury. I had the honors of maybe 3 years ago, over outside in front of Palmer School. We replaced the flagpole for an Eagle Scout project, and that's the War Memorial. So we have a War Memorial over here at Palmer School. We have a cenotaph. The cenotaph is where the 3 flags are across the street from the gazebo. The cenotaph is another location for those that were buried somewhere else. So tomorrow we'll be doing a ceremony at 11 o'clock, 11, 11, 11, on the 11th month, on the 11th day, at the 11th hour. Anybody is welcome to come. I have a proclamation from the governor of Massachusetts, and we're given a little short story, and then we'll be taking it over across the street to the Veterans Memorial. The Veterans Memorial, if you noticed, the grass is cuts a little bit different. My mower maxed out was only about 3 inches. I have an outstanding young man, Ryan, who mows it and takes care of it, but I was trying to mulch the leaves up, and my deck didn't get as high. So if you see this little band going around, that's me. I'm gonna try to bring the grass down a little lower. So no, you can blame me. I'm working on it. I would like, if you're okay with it, can I give you a real quick little speech? Okay, bear with me. I do have double vision. I got medicaled out for double vision due to the burn pits in Iraq, similar to what happened to the firefighters in New York City in 9/11. With all the dust and what they breathed, I received the smoke what I inhaled. So I can't look at you and at this at the same time. So I'm going to be focusing with one finger, staring at this with one eye closed. The service of America's veterans never truly ends. Even when they hang up their military uniforms for the last time, many still choose to protect us. Noah Sanchez was one of them. After serving 5 years as a military police officer in the U.S. Army MP unit, Noah returned to his home state to graduate from Indiana Law Enforcement Academy in May of 2022. As he drove past a restaurant last summer in Elwood, Indiana, he noticed an artist painting a large American flag mural covering the exterior of the building. Noah, excited with exited his patrol car and complimented the painter for his patriotic rendering. The two briefly conversed. The artist, Theodore Winters, thanked Noah for his military service, then went about his business. A few hours later, Noah was tragically killed in the line of duty when a motorist allegedly shot him during a traffic stop, end of which Noah Sanchez was July 31st, 2022. He was 24 years old. After hearing the news about Noah, Theodore immediately recalled his conversation and decided the mural would be dedicated to the fallen hero and a veteran who gave everything to his community and his country. Noah was embodied of his service and his sacrifice. He was not alone. The U.S. Justice Department estimated that 25% of law enforcement officers have a military background. Bravery and dedication to the community are common among veterans. Today is a day to honor all of the men and the women who served in the military. It is about the approximate 19 million U.S. veterans who are still with us today and the millions who have proceeded with them and since the American Revolution. Many serve their communities as first responders, teachers, health care workers, church leaders. Some are business owners, farmers, company workers, and retirees. Veterans are a diverse group of respected men and women of every economic, ethnic, and religious background. They come from every state and territory, but are bounded by one common commitment to defend America with their life if called upon. From fighting terrorism, defeating fascism, and liberating slaves, veterans have a record of remarkable accomplishment throughout our nation's history. Military service is not for faint of heart. Most civilian jobs do not require risk of life or limb. No other occupation subjects employees to criminal charges for disobeying their bosses. Unlike the members of the military, civilians can live where they want to and can quit whenever they want. Transitional challenges, the stress of military lives, and the feelings of it being isolated, and all the factors into suicide rates among veterans are more than 50% higher than that of those of non-veteran adults. The stigma-seeking helps need to the end. If we are going to stop suicide, it is crucial that we look at this issue much differently than prior generations. If we wait for someone to make an attempt before we reach out, there is a very good chance that it will be too late. Veterans value courage, and it takes courage to ask for help. We must be proactive. Ask and have courage of veterans to seek help before they pass a point of no return. The bonds that we formed in the military are unlike any other. A good American Legion post fosters an environment that helps continue each bond and creates new ones. Very few of us are trained counselors or mental health professionals, but we have the capability of listening, referring, and following up. The National Crisis Line still works, but now there is even a shorter number. It is now 988 extension. 988 becomes just as widely known, but by now, 988 now, we can prevent a 911 call. The American Legion also has been the one website to visit. Learn from it, spread from it. Our homeless is another tragic outcome that is too often connected to the military service. It is the estimate that America has 60,000 veterans who are homeless. That is greater than the entire population of Carson City, Nevada. Though veterans comprise approximately 7% of the U.S. population, they are 11% of our nation's homeless. The best way to prevent a veteran from becoming homeless is to hire one. It's not only a good policy, but it's a smart business for an employer who values skill, discipline, and patriotism. It is fitting that Veterans Day be observed so close to Election Day. It is, after all, the veterans who have preserved our constitutional right for 246 years. For many of them, this is a nation worth enduring long separations from their families, missing the births of their children, freezing in sub-zero temperatures, sweating in the Sahara, sacrificing the health, and far too often losing their lives. When a politician eliminates the cost of veterans program, it is up to us to remember them and the cost of a veteran's life. Whether it's exposure to burn pits or other toxins, many veterans today continue to pay a high price for their military service. It is up to us to ensure that we'll always have access to the high-quality health care benefits reflecting the thanks of this great nation. 104 years ago, November 11, 1918, the guns of the world fell silent. Armistice was signed, and the Great War was over. Unfortunately, the World War I was not the war to end all wars, as many had hoped. Veterans are not only responsible for defending this nation during the time of war, but it is imposing presence of the great military that has acted as determined and would-be aggressors. The veterans of the United States military have not only fought wars, they deserve our gratitude for preventing them. And while today we rejoice and honor the service of the American veterans, we also remember the wise words of General Douglas MacArthur, "The soldier above all people, pray for peace." God bless you all for being here. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kramer. We appreciate you attending our ceremony to speak to our students, staff, and special guests today.
Next, all our third graders wrote special acrostic poems to acknowledge our veterans and heroes in attendance today. These three third grade students will share their poems that they wrote for our American heroes. First, Lila from Mrs. Martin's and Mrs. Angelo's class will share her classic poem called Veterans Day. Veterans Day. V is for very confident. E is for end of World War I. T is for talented. E is for 11th day of November. R is for remember. A is for Armistice Day. N is for Navy. S is for saved people.
Next, Olivia from Miss Placido's class will share her acrostic poem called Veterans.
Veterans. V, vital with our country. E, energetic to run. T, terrifically amazing. E, eager to fight. R, reliable and trustworthy. A, awesome soldiers. N, never give up. S, safe because they fight for our country.
Last Last, Elliot from Mrs. Bush's class will share his acrostic poems called Our Brave Veterans.
My poem is called Our Brave Veterans. V is for veteran. Veterans are brave. E, everyone can always count on them. T, they are tough and always staying tough. E, they will fight. Every time they will fight until they can. R, resourceful in their surroundings. A, always where they need to be. N, never staying down from a fight. S, sacrificing themselves for our country.
Please be seated. Thank you, third graders. Next, our first and second grade students will perform Thank You to Our Veterans by Teresa Jennings. Please stand, first and second graders. What a great job. Thank you, first and second graders. Please be seated. Next, several fourth graders will share their original essays that they prepared for our ceremony today. First, Rhea from Mrs. Klinkhammer's class will share their essay entitled I Love You, Dad. Dear David Edmund Powers, that's my dad. You are strong, kind, courageous, brave, and powerful. Thank you for what you have done. I'm going to miss you. All the family will. I'll miss you since you'll be gone for a whole year. That's a very long time. We will send you packages every holiday and make sure to call you. I hope you come home safe. Again, thank you for what you have done. I will miss you very much. Love your daughter, Rhea. Next, Mackenzie from Mrs. Capler's and Mrs. Birch's class will share their essay entitled Heroes. Heroes. What does it take to be a hero, you might ask yourself? Here are some things you need to be a hero. You need qualities like kindness, bravery, and to be loving. Heroes need to be brave so they can help people. If you don't have qualities that are nice, then how are you going to be respected? Heroes also need to have quick actions. So you have to be smart, prepared, protect others, be safe, and persevere. If you have quick actions, then you can be ready for whatever happens next. If you don't have quick actions, then people will get hurt and you can't be a hero. Finally, you need to have good traits. You need to be respectful, responsible, patient, and you need to be strong both physically and mentally. Being strong will help you get through mentally and physically hard things. Please take a moment to say thank you to all of the heroes. Thank you, heroes. Third, Brooke from Miss Gridley and Miss Courier's class will share their essay entitled Heroes Aren't Always in the Movies.
remember that all good soldiers are brave, selfless, and courageous. I surely hope you are proud of our veterans and are going to celebrate them tomorrow. This is a great holiday because our veterans truly deserve the recognition because they selflessly fought for all of us. Veterans Day wasn't always a holiday. It started on November 11, 1954. It was created to honor those who served and are serving in the military to preserve the freedoms for all of us. Thank you to all the veterans of today and tomorrow. I have someone here right now, and he's a veteran. He is near and dear to my heart, and that would be my dad. Thank you, Dad, for your service. He fought bravely in Afghanistan and sacrificed family time with us to build a better life for all of us. And it's not just my dad sitting here today. I'm thinking of all the veterans that have fought for us, especially the ones we lost fighting for our freedoms. So if you cross paths with one of these real-life heroes, be sure to thank them all for the sacrifices they made so you can enjoy the freedoms that the United States has to offer.
Next, Nick from Miss Salvera's class will share his essay entitled Veterans Are Heroes.
Veterans are heroes in my eyes and many other people's eyes. Veterans are brave, caring, and heroic. Veterans are brave in many ways. They are not scared to go into war or even battle. They make sure when they get down, they get right back up. They have strong minds that help them through tough times. Veterans are also caring. They care about the future of our country and many others. They love their family and friends. They also care deeply for their community. Veterans are heroic people. They do dangerous things like sacrifice their life for our country. They help people in danger. They always put others before themselves. This is why veterans are heroes in my eyes.
Now we'll hear from Michaela in Miss Stebbins' class, who will share her essay entitled Veterans Are Heroes.
A veteran is a person who goes to war and helps make our country a better place. Some get very badly wounded and some lose their lives too. My Pop-Pops was in World War II and he loved Battleship Cove. He even took us all there one time before he passed. I think we should honor them for all they've done, so thank you, veterans and Pop-Pops. Police officers are awesome heroes too. They keep us safe from robbers and kidnappers. Also, my Uncle Chad used to be a police officer, but now he's retired, so we should honor police officers too. Lastly, I want to tell you about firefighters. They help get rid of fire and help save lives as well. We should honor all of these heroes because without them we live in a violent, crazy world. Thank you, veterans and heroes.
Finally, Mila from Mrs. Sargent's class will read her essay entitled What Does It Mean to Be a Hero?
What does it mean to be a hero? To me, being a hero means a lot. You don't need super strength like Hulk or the ability to fly like Superman to be a hero. In this paragraph, I'll explain what I think it takes to be a true hero. First of all, being a hero takes courage. Being a hero means that you help anyone no matter who they are. Heroes will sacrifice anything for people they truly care about. They'll even put their lives on the line. To be a hero, you don't need a cape or a secret identity, but you do need courage, kindness, and strength, both mentally and physically. Being a hero means you will fight for freedom and do anything for your loved ones. Heroes are people like firefighters, police, and doctors. You can be a hero too, though, using your kindness, knowledge, and social skills. Also, anything I mentioned earlier can help you be a hero. A real hero will do anything they set their mind to and will react in tough situations, like if the stove set on fire. So my conclusion is that anybody can be a hero if they put their heart and mind into it. Being a hero means that you are brave and courageous, you are strong, and most importantly, you care for others. You would never hurt anyone innocent and stand up to anything bad. So that's what I honestly think it takes to be a hero.
Thank you for
fourth graders.
Finally, our music teacher, Miss Grant, will lead our third and fourth grade students in the patriotic song Stars and Stripes Forever by John Philip Sousa. Third and fourth graders, please stand up.
We want to take this opportunity to thank all the veterans who have helped protect our country and have worked to ensure our freedom. Please give them a round of applause.
Thank you so much for coming today to our Veterans Day celebration. Besides our wonderful veterans in attendance, I would also like to thank some special guests joining us here today. We have our superintendent, Mr. Rooney, our assistant superintendent, Dr. Sousa, our special education director, Dr. DeJoya, town and state officials, also, I'd like to thank people who were instrumental in making this day a success. Our custodial staff who helped prepare and set up all the seating today. Our teachers and staff who helped to ready our students for today's performance. At this time, I would like all parents to remain seated. We ask that our veterans and special guests exit through the back door at this time. Thank you.